What it do, bro? We at it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Another table of consequence.
You already know. Yeah,
That's
we
good.
we on fire in the studio today.
Oh yeah. Let's
You
get
know,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I just, you know what I'm saying, had a little hiccup. You know what I mean? Shout out to Flex Fitness. Shout out to Yo High Helping Hands. You know, Self Preparatory Academy. That daycare. You know, we got summer camp too. You know what I mean? Self Preparatory.
Dang. You want to get that address up and that info?
You
Get
know
that
what I'm saying?
or something like a number. Or something?
Yeah. What they could do is they can get on the gram with
gram
that. You
too?
know what I mean? Yeah, Facebook, gram, Self Preparatory Academy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I definitely gotta get the address to the daycare.
You could do that real quick.
Yeah, I got the key. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I gotta
I'm
get
quite
the
sure
I gotta get the address now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
congratulations
saying?
once again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Get an address up. The Wash Bar, you know, we out there West Philly off of Haverford, you know, right off of 52nd and Haverford. You can't miss us. You know, I know a lot of, you know, clean, you know, good folks from West Philly that like to keep their clothes fresh. You know, stop in. You know what I mean? Ain't no need to keep them dirty. It's summertime now. You don't want to be wearing the same thing twice.
Yeah, we that self preparatory academy. We at 5116 Germantown Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we in nice hookup.
Y'all on the strip. That's
we in the heart of that shit, man. I mean, but we nice little hookup in there, man.
You said summer camp. When does summer camp start, bro?
Yeah, the camp start.
I think registration started now.
Yeah, registration right now, but the camp start the June 24th to the August 16th.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
That's dope.
But you can register now.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get with my wife. Everybody know who my wife is. You know what I mean? Y'all can get with her. You know what I mean? Brittany, second run at fitness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brittany Jones.
Brittany,
second run at fitness on the gram.
Brittany Jones, for sure. You know what I mean? She earned that job. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's another episode.
That's another episode.
Yeah,
bro.
we gotta do a John with how the wives John. That might be a 3-hour drink, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. But that's another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My man gonna have to be. You know what I mean? We got have that
to talk our talk.
Yeah. Damn, that'd be motherfucking, table of consequence. The wives of table of consequence. Yeah.
Do you think they ain't looking to take over?
Yeah, that shit'd be talk their little shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, for the viewers that don't know, I always like to shout my sons out to keep their names in light. And the light, you know, whenever I got a platform, I'm gonna do that. You know, so the world will never forget their names. To my left, I got my son Gerald Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 23. And next to him, I got my nephew Omar Vasquez, who passed away in Philadelphia from a car accident. And next to him, I got my son Mookman Jenkins, who died in Philadelphia as well from gun violence at the age of 18. And then I got my son next to him, Montrell Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 26. Table of consequence, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reflection. You know what I mean? All that death, you know what I'm saying? That shit.
It was heavy time.
Death is definitely a moment to reflect, you know what I'm saying? Definitely bring about reflection. And it have you in a space where you start realizing, you know what I mean, like the people you cherish.
Yeah.
You start grabbing onto your folks, you know what I'm saying? And cherishing your folks, man. Cause you know, we only here for a second. We ain't here, you know what I mean? We ain't here as long as we think we here for. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gotta cherish our people. You know what I mean? Them years go by quick. And it's crazy because we always just like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Like we still be talking about our youth study center days like it was yesterday. But all three of us are damn near 50 years old. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, that shit went by quick.
Yeah, Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, 2020 Pennsylvania Avenue.
The Terror Dome.
Yeah, that was.
Get in there, come down the ramp, bring you in. They throw you in that little cage right there. Hand you that bar, the liquid of lye soup. Yeah, you know what I mean, go wash up, put that on you, and then let you sit there with the little uniform on, super ashy.
They was passing out other niggas' drawers down that joint.
yup.
That shit was traumatizing. Getting another nigga pair of drawers.
Real shit.
Yeah, that was
when you came through, they recycled underwear down there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They recycled underwear down there.
That was a crazy stuff.
They would give you underwear that somebody else wore down that joint. That's
and the
crazy.
joints might have a stain in them joints.
You might get a joint with a shit stain in them.
Oh, ain't no doubt. No
Damn. No, that's like that ain't even a bit. That's like a moment. Like damn.
And them little pods, the pod was so small. They just had you sitting there looking at TV in Pennsylvania Avenue all day.
Yeah, all day for months.
Waiting for months, waiting on court.
The highlight,
maybe for them to call Jim. You know what I mean? That was really it.
Highlight of the day, if you had the window where you see the part where motherfuckers coming like, yo,
you banging on the window, you call home, tell somebody to come see
you in the bathroom and look. You know what I mean? You can see right through the ramp and then see right there with the Wawa and all that. Was that?
You see them bring people in and all that.
Go across the street, go get them hoagies.
Hey, look, remember Pop? We seen Pop one night. Pop was what we like Pop. He got his drunk walk. He got a Borsalini on with his trench coat. He come pull us both out.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. We got my man Reem on his joint. You know what I mean? We opened the platform up to just, shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Current affairs, bro. Consequences. What the current life look like.
Yeah.
Table of consequences.
Table of consequences, bro.
For sure.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? But the Youth Study Center, that was a stop. That was a real stop. That was gladiator school. You know what I'm saying? I remember I fought 3 days in a row. 3 different dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit was
I was there.
Yeah.
I watched you.
Yeah.
I said, bro, he going for the legs, don't
bro. Talk about next time
keep letting that nigga try to scoop.
Yeah, next time a nigga go for the legs, bro, you do this. You know what I mean? You talking about Pop, bend down a little bit. You know what I mean? Drop your legs.
And you rumble a nigga, and he still be right there on the same floor and everything. Rumble again.
Rumble again. Yeah. And it be just that. You know what I'm saying? Only time a joker get moved if he just acting like a girl. And they'll just move because he just acting all too emotional. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you really had to be a man. You know what I mean? Take the hickeys and all that. You know what I mean? I would take
I'm quite sure, like, everybody that came through.
I was giving plenty of hickeys out.
I know, and the percentages be lies, but I'm quite sure it's a high percentage of African-American men, even the white boys that came through, and Puerto Ricans and so on and so forth. Through the gladiator school, it prepared you for the penitentiary.
For sure.
Because they ain't teach you nothing while you was in there, but to be more of a, animal that you was. You know what I mean? All it did was turn you up.
Yeah.
Because you had to be turned up because they had no control over the juveniles. And one of the things I realized is when I went through, my mentality was like, I was going to have it my way.
Right.
Like I'm getting on the phone. You know what I mean? Like the crazy thing about it is once certain behaviors and things start, presenting itself like the little, in the summertime, they used to give us like the little freezer snacks, the little graham crackers and all that. If you wasn't right, I was taking that.
Right, for sure.
Let me get that little snack from you.
Yeah.
So like the way it was teaching, not only me, but the guys that was in the actual Youth Study Center with me was teaching us to get to the next point, which was gladiator school. I wound up coming back, multiple times. In my last stop in there, I got certified as an adult and so on and so forth. But the crazy thing about it is every time I went through, I used to see the same
people for years. That's how I used to know niggas all over the city.
Yep.
Being out of the Youth Study Center with them.
Over and over, man.
But that's what the niggas used to say. They used to say, yeah, I'm getting ready for greaters for it. At the Youth Study Center of the Heights, that was their slogan.
Oh, yeah,
I'm getting ready for greaters for it. I'm getting ready for greaters for it.
It was Holmesburg, man. Yeah. Jokers was scared of the bird.
Yeah.
I'm going over the bird. I'm like,
Yeah. You was up the Heights, right?
Yeah. I was up there like, what is it? What I got it on like 95, I think it was. Yeah.
Cornwall Heights.
Ben Sill Youth Development Center. That's what it was. That joint was actually cool. I ended up going up that joint. It was like either go to Vision Quest or go to Cornwall Heights. Niggas ain't want to go to Cornwall Heights.
They said, bro, to the CBDS.
Yeah, they sent me
I
that
said,
joint.
damn, I was sick. Bro came back a few days later. Yo, bro, they kicked me out.
Yeah. They try to kill me down there, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they said they
like-
definitely put hands on people down there.
No, they try to kill me in that joint, bro. Yeah, the boy, I threw a milk. The boy say, damn, I need somebody to clean the bathrooms. I go in there, clean the bathrooms. He say, damn, you gotta wait for your phone time. I said, damn, why I gotta wait for my phone time? I ain't tell you to wait when I cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? I cleaned that shit up. I'm trying to call my girl because they give you a call. You can call anybody.
Right.
So I wanted to call my little bunny. You know what I'm saying? I cleaned up. He like, damn. I said, you know what? I took a milk and threw it all on the bathroom floor. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then I went and hid in the closet. Boy, opened the closet door up. I laughed. He pushed me. He like, go clean that fucking milk up. When he pushed me into a chair. I grabbed the chair, I spent on him. Boom! Broke it over his head. That motherfucker ran through that chair, bro. That nigga ate that chair. You know what I mean? He ate it and ran right down on me. He was about 400 and something pounds. And he laid across my chest, bro. And they choked the shit out me. I'm talking about I couldn't breathe. If it wasn't for Corey Smith, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I'd be dead, bro. That motherfucker, I was stuck. I couldn't breathe. I can't breathe. Corey jumped on. He's like, yo, you killing him. He jumped on the bull back. They let me up, right? The bull knew he fucked up because he pacified me. He took me in the back like, damn, I apologize. I was upgraded for it before I blacked out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So you know, but I ain't know nothing. You know, nowadays they suing people. I ain't know nothing about none of that shit.
You know what's so crazy? And all them juvenile drones, they was hands on.
Yeah. So the next day, the boy
Hands-on
Mark,
stuff.
what's the boy? You know, people from my generation, y'all know this boy named Mark, white boy named Mark. He run Vision Quest. He came in. He called me to his office. There was like 6 big staff in their office. So when I walked in his office, he slapped me. Boom! Let's get it. White boy, like, let's get it. I laughed at him. Kick. He like, yeah, I heard you wanted to be tough in my facility. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, go pack your shit, you out of here. You know what I mean? They sent me back to Youth Study Center. In my mind, though, you know what I said? I said, I'm gonna come up here and smoke this bowl. I said, I'm gonna come right back up this joint smoking. You know what I mean? Yep, that was my whole mindset for slapping me. You know what I mean? I said, I'm gonna come back and smoke it. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't too far from Philly. It was right up Coatesville. Yeah. I was just, that's why I laughed. I said, yeah, I'm gonna get him for that. Yeah. But you know, when you get released, you don't be thinking about that shit. You be like, you be happy as shit you home. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't want to go to that shit because I'm like, I wanted my visits.
Right.
I was like, fuck that. You know, I'm a mama's boy. I'm
Right.
like, yeah, I'm trying to see my mom. Niggas like, oh, they be fighting up there every day and all that shit. I'm like, oh, that's all? Nigga, I got to see my mom. Come
Right.
on. Send me up there.
Right. Because Vision Quest, you ain't gonna see your mom.
Oh, man.
all.
I
Right.
need my visits. I go up there and rumble every day for my visits.
Right.
Yeah.
To see my mom. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
see my mom. I wanted that joint was all that anyway when I got up there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Mook
if
was
you-
up there too, wasn't he?
No, Mook wasn't there when I got here. It was
Oh,
like, it was a few people up there though. Who was like, it was like Nafis was up there, Boomer. Remember
Right.
Boomer, the one that became like a blood or crip or some shit.
Yeah.
Boomer. It was a bunch of
That-
people.
that's
It was
my
dudes.
pop cousin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was dudes up there, but it was a lot of dudes. Certain dudes I ain't gonna mention because they got up there and they did switch neighborhoods and shit. But it was like a lot of people, a lot of niggas up there got up there and you know, it was only a few
You talking
people.
about Richard Wimbush?
It was Boomer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He went to jail 3 times for robbing the same guy. Every time he come
Yeah.
home, he would rob the same
he
guy.
was stupid. Yeah.
Then he robbed. Then he came home from He came home from Dansville, robbed the guy again. They gave him 2 to 4 upstate, and he never been home since.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Doing dumb shit.
He got a life sentence.
Stabbing niggas, all types of shit about, he crazy.
Up there.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Beast. When you know, you go up to Juvenile Jones, like when niggas ain't had the numbers, a lot of niggas would migrate to where their cousins and shit was from. Nigga all of a sudden be from West Philly or be down north and all that shit.
Yeah, jokers be like, damn.
I'm like, damn, hold on, nigga,
way.
you grew up on 20th Street. Nigga,
Right.
we went to all the schools together.
Right.
Fats was up there. Me and Fetch tried to escape from that joint. They had a state. We got charged and everything.
Yeah.
State. We lost. We took all these blankets, right? Every blanket get lost on the first fence.
Yeah, because they got the bow
They got all
wires,
these
right?
warm
They got
blankets,
the real
yeah.
bow wires.
Hey yo, I go find me a hiding spot in between the fence. I'm in that joint laying on the ground so long, man. Like an hour or two go by. I got Shannon outside the gate. I'm like, bet I'm out of here. Hour or two later, state police come up. Get him! Big ass dog. Ooh!
Right,
I
right.
jump up like, oh damn. Yeah, they charged us and everything up that joint. Yeah, but that joint was all at the Heights.
Yeah. It's crazy because the next time I seen you, Reem, and the crazy part, we grew up 2 blocks from each other. But the next time I seen you was up Camp Hill.
Yeah, up Camp Hill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
That's what
crazy.
niggas just say. They said I'm getting ready for greatest for it. Go right through graded for 2-3 days and right up Camp Hill.
Yeah, you start.
That's like I got to a rumble with the like Spanish boy or some shit.
Yeah.
Came out, everybody was going. I was mad as a motherfucker.
Yeah. So what's the moral of this story?
What you
Juvenile placements and things that we're talking about now.
Yeah.
That shit make you worse.
It make you
That juvenile placement
The
ain't.
moral of the story now is the young boys that's going through there now. If you got hands on them, you need to put a clutch on it.
Right.
Because they come home, they mentality is totally more aggressive.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they ain't looking to do nothing different for real because you learn nothing inside them Jones.
Right.
I'm talking about nothing.
For sure.
You don't learn nothing in them Jones.
Yeah.
All you do is make more connections with more criminals.
Yep.
Right.
You make more connections with criminals and shit like that, and that shit make you kind of sharper because and then like now a lot of them dudes ain't even gonna really come home and say how it really is like because a lot of niggas is cowards because ain't no guns or nothing in them joints.
Right.
So and like that knife shit, like everybody ain't on that knife shit. So
Right.
you know what I mean? But niggas they come home and tell the truth.
They on them hand fists.
Yeah,
You gotta fight.
Yeah.
Them juvenile joints, you rumbling.
The juvenile joint way serious than adult joint.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but the niggas ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna go through that shit, be in them
Way
joints
more
getting beat up and come home and just see the nigga that beat him up and try to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad, man.
Definitely.
A lot of these
Definitely
niggas
sad.
benefit from having like a man around them, like an adult male around them and shit. A lot of these niggas ain't never really been around adult males, man. So like a lot of them qualities, all that, like like a broad, they get into an argument, they be ready to throw it all away. Like, you know what I mean? They ready to throw
emotions.
That's what the niggas do. Like the niggas, you rap from this neighborhood, I rap from that neighborhood. They see each other, they be ready to throw it all away, and they don't even realize like they picking that up from the woman that raised them.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
emotional
Right, for
attachment
sure.
to the outcome of getting their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
That's what it is,
Yeah.
the emotional attachment to the outcome.
Because
of
men don't do
how
that.
you feel.
Mhm.
Your feelings got hurt
Yeah.
about something somebody
And
said.
nigga be ready to throw it all
They
away.
throw it
Like
all
nigga
away.
ready to go to jail.
They
The rest
think
of his
they
life.
ready.
Nigga that
One
has-
of them young boys go in there and they tell.
Nigga that had sex twice in his whole life, and he
Yeah.
ready to throw it all away.
And
Like
moms
about an
raised
argument. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's like a feminine quality, like to get all emotional, ready to throw it all away about something that ain't got to do with making no money, no territory, and like when we was younger, getting into it about a bitch was real low on the totem pole too. But that
Right.
shit ain't even about a broad. That shit is just about like your feelings hurt. Like damn,
Right.
you got a little bit of jealousy
Definitely
from a
about
nigga.
some pride,
Yeah.
Some pride,
A lot of these women that benefit from like getting around a real man and like and ask him like, damn, you mind like showing my son how it's done?
Right.
Because these niggas be ready to throw it all away about nothing. And they be a burden. Nigga don't got lawyer money. You ain't got commissary money. You ain't got nothing.
You ain't nothing but a
Yeah.
bird.
Don't even got proper, and then don't got proper street etiquette. So shit happening to them is like more likely than not. Like remember when what was like 2 summers ago, me, you, and Dirt was standing outside like on his block, and the youngin walked, and he walked like through the middle of us.
Yeah.
You remember? It's in the middle of the night. But he masked up, hoodied up. And it's like just having a proper etiquette, seeing men, like, I'm gonna go around some men when I see them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they be,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A lot of
walking
training
through-
is missing.
walking
Like
through
I ain't,
you is definitely
yeah,
great.
and then
Yeah.
all men is on point. Like all the men, like, we trying to make sure we all right because you masked up, you hoodied up, it's nighttime, you know what I mean? Pitch black outside.
My man, it's crazy. We talk about like, certain people raising kids and stuff like that. My man I want to ask y'all opinion, man, on this. My man he just told me yesterday, he like, dang, I'm about to have a baby. I'm like, for real? I'm like, what you mean? He like, yeah, I'm about probably like 10 more days. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah. I'm like, ooh. your wife's pregnant? He like, no. He like, I told you I paid for that joint. My man wasn't paid for a surrogate. And he trying to raise his kid without a mom. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, he said, I'm skipping all that drama, you know what I'm saying? All that baby mama drama. It's my kid. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that?
I think, me personally, I think that's all that. If you got the finances to take care of a child, but I think a child still need a mom too, though. So I think if you got a woman that's gonna step in and be that role model and stuff like that, because you could be more strategic about how you raise that child and what you putting into them. Like you can keep a lot of negative from away from him. Like whereas though like with the woman, sometimes the woman that's part of his life, that's legally part of his life, and a lot of times they bring a lot of negativity. They be weaponizing the kids against a lot of us too. Like, not a lot of us, but sometimes the woman weaponize that kid. But if you got the ultimate say so, you see something that remotely look like you don't want it to be part of your child, then like, all right, go ahead, skedaddle.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because you got more control. Yeah. I know now, not to take, I don't want to take up too much time, but like
we got nothing but time. Yeah. Do
my
your thing.
My grandmother, right? My grandmother's getting older. She 89 now, so she didn't broke both her hips. So me, I go over there, like I try to get over there like then every day, every other day, like get her in and out of bed, slide her up and down. She got all her faculties as far as thinking in her upper body and stuff like that, but she ain't got her lower body because she fell and broke one hip, and she fell and she fractured the other. And now, like, I got 3 kids. I got 3 kids by 3 women. I got a 13-year-old, 22, and 19, right? When I look at them, I'll be like, damn, maybe I needed to have more kids and shit like that, because I'll be like, who's gonna be here for me? Like I'm like my like me and my cousins that's there for my grandma. You feel what I'm saying? Like I look at my mother and I'm like, dang, and I go over her her grandkids in my head and realistic they characteristics, right? And I be shaking my head and I'm like, if I ain't got that strength when my mom get old, I'm like, my oldest son maybe, you know what I mean? But the jury's out on a lot of adults already. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be like, damn, like I might need to have some more kids, like, you know what I mean, to prop me up. You feel what I'm saying? To prop my mother up, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the kids ain't the same as they like our generation and the generations before us. It's kind of like if everybody was raised with a toolbox, these niggas is cheating the toolbox. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's like, all right, I like the hammer, so I ain't give it to my son. He like the drill, so he ain't give it to his son. So he missing stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So they ain't the same like we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's rough stuff.
I think a kid, the way it's been designed by God is to have a mother and a father. You know what I mean? Like this, the balance of it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you're a father, you can do it. It's been fathers that's done it. You know what I mean? Who you know what I mean, maybe had a child by a woman who might have, been addicted to drugs, ain't in a child life, or might have just lost their life through tragedy or whatever. And then you're like forced to really just be the single parent, but like just going out, just making that decision, from the rip. I mean, I think, just the way it's been designed, for a human being to have even an emotional standpoint of from a woman, that balance, chemical balance, and then the strength of a man, that makes you the complete person, ultimately to be able to give that value back to maybe your child or maybe your spouse, your wife or your husband or whatever the case may be. So I know we were really one way, men. Like, for me, I'm really one way for real. You know what I'm saying? I could, teach my daughter, how to really, have balance with a man. But like my son, I can teach him, what I mean, the same vice versa. But they ultimately got to get some value from their mom as well. You know what I'm saying? And seeing, like a mother and father in that relationship role, being, married, gives them that chemical balance that they need. You know what I mean? So when you're lacking one or the other, most of the time, some children can be one way, and especially like a man raising a woman, the more dominant we are, sometimes that plays a role in a child having that decision to be just like the father, and I believe that's why we got women acting like they men. Right. You know what I mean? Just vice versa. For a young man to get raised by a woman, it's a possibility they can have a pocketbook.
Right.
You get it? You know what I'm saying? So the balance of both shows you who's who and what's what.
Right.
You know, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I agree with you. Just to touch up on what you said. Now I agree with you. Definitely, I think the woman is very important. I think she definitely need to have a role. But I also think that like with him having that solid control, like ultimately of having a choice, I think it'll make it a little better with this particular person. I know the particular person that he's referring to. So like with him, like he's real knowledgeable. Even with sometimes decisions that might be hard for certain people to make, like he probably can make that joint in a split second. You know what I mean?
No,
I think just what I mean. But I definitely adding a woman to it. But he just having that say so is different.
Yeah. And man, shout out to the fact that he had the paper to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can be spending your money on anything.
You know what I'm saying?
That
was live. I liked that fact. I liked the fact that he had the paper to say, you know what, I'm gonna go in and have a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really,
That's different.
that's different type of spending. You know what I'm saying? That's different type of spending, man. You know what I mean? Being able to spend, like some people will go buy a car, buy a house or whatever. He like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do that like that.
It's a lot of us, man. Like, go ahead.
But you know what though? And just from a different space, a lot of just because I know like my man's story, and man, like the women, they do the best they can, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But
the balance.
They be turning they be like you said, weaponizing these kids, man. And it be kind of hard, man, trying to be who you supposed to be when a kid is trauma bonding with their mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're doing the best you can do, you know what I mean, which is everything. And a kid, is willing to lie for his mom, willing to steal for his mom, willing to cheat. You know what I mean? I must just say this, man. And I'm gonna put my own personal life out there. My son, I do everything. My son, man. I take care of him. He got his own everything. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he lied on me, bro. Like he went and said I choked him, stomped him, kicked him.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? Because me and his mom was going through a custody joint, and at the time, everything's fine now. Everything's at a peace now, but I'm still as a parent, I'm still getting over that. That my child could do that to me. You know what I mean? That you could sit there and tell these people that I punched you in the face, I choked you, and I stomped you. You know what I'm saying? That was like, you know what I mean? But I know that he's been manipulated in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's I'm still getting over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to process, like as a kid, like what's going through your head that you felt like you had to take that approach, like that you allowed yourself to be manipulated. And you never stopped and said 1 second, like, mommy, but he didn't do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not to cut you off, on this platform, that argument can go both ways. I'm quite sure it's a woman that's knowledgeable, that's at an honorable level, and made the wrong decision with the man, because a lot of times, we don't really do too much research in regards to who we lay down with and have a baby by, or we don't know how they're going to turn out when they get funky. Like, when we start raising them together, because ultimately for me, I can only speak for me, every child that I ever had out of the wedlock, it started off from an enjoyment standpoint. Like I never really sat back and said, I want a baby by you. Yeah, I did real research. You're the perfect woman to have this baby. You know what I mean? For, to wed my child. Right. And ultimately that came out of, having a little fun, lust, whatever the case may be. I wound up busting your ass. Damn, you pregnant, came up pregnant. And now this takes us over to this level. Yeah. Now on this level, damn,
we on the other side.
We on the other side. Damn, you somebody different. oh, you got a lot of job shit with you, and vice versa. They might feel the same way about me. But the ultimate, what the truth come down to is, do we do our research? Are we really like animately searching for the perfect woman to have a kid by? And, coming from the neighborhoods and the lifestyle that we came from, I know me, that wasn't the case. Everybody got their story. But, when we start talking about the honor of a woman and a man, there's women out there that can have that same argument as well. And you got men and women who do their research. And some women say, oh, I'm not having a child by this man because he's chosen to, he's proven to be this type of person, and vice versa. There's men out here that say, nah, I met her in a good spot. I don't think she's the perfect woman for who I want to start having kids by. And you hear those type of scenarios, and they real, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I try to be as much as possible as in that regard responsible, and in this case, in this particular case, I made an irresponsible decision. So I know that I always accept blame, and I never totally be like, yo, it's your fault, this, that, and the third. But I'm clear, like with my other children, I was clear, like, no, let's shoot, the night you ovulating. All right, let's shoot for it. You know what I mean? Let's shoot for the stars tonight.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was clear on that with my older son. You know what I mean? Like he called me, said they was ovulating. We went in for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? I was clear on it, you know what I mean, with my baby girl, like, yo, stop taking birth control because this is what I want to do. I was clear. And then, when with my other son, I wasn't clear in respects to as far as being irresponsible.
Yeah, I get it.
But I took the escape and saying, you know what, all right, damn, you not, come on, you know what I mean? I know we ain't supposed to do this, but go ahead and take care of that. You know what I'm saying? And the person took the position like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to take care of that. I'm doing this. You know what I mean? And basically, put the guns down and was like, no, I'm having this, and you're gonna have to be a father. So get ready. You know what I'm saying? And I was clear that, I told that person, I said, I probably resent you for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And I know now, as far as the resentment piece, I probably would have got over the resentment piece if I didn't have to go through all the nut shit. They use the kids as to control us. If I didn't have to go through that, then I probably wouldn't have be still in that space, like with the resentment piece. You know what I'm saying? Now, but at this present moment, we're cordial. We're trying to co-parent the right way, and you know what I'm saying. And I hope, it seems like every time I talk about something, some nut shit happen. When I be like, yo, everything's good, and then nut shit happen. You know what I'm saying? But now we're in a good space right now, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type, no matter what I'm feeling about this, no matter if I'm resenting you, no matter if my son lie on me, no matter what's going on, I still got to show up and be a dad.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what he told the cops, no matter what he lied on me, no matter what he told the judge, no matter how many times he may have said some things that wasn't cool, I still got to show up and be a pop. So, you know what I mean? And that's just my approach. I still show up and put my feelings to the side. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's how you're supposed to step up to the plate and be a man for that child. And he get to see you being a man. Yeah. A lot of these dudes, they ain't never got a chance to see they dad be a man or somebody else be a man. So that's how they be confusing them behaviors with a lot of the shit that's going on. But that's dope. But like I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I planned out a baby before. I'm not sure. My ex-wife always say that my youngest son was planned out, and he's with me during the week though. He's with me like basically like 6 days a week, 7 days a week sometimes. You know what I mean? Especially now that he's getting older, 13, he'd be 14 in August. But me and his mom, we parted crazy, but we once we got past that, our friendship got back. We still got our friendship.
Right.
I mean, we got an excellent friendship, and we co-parent. He with me because he go to school in my district, and then he goes, mom, like on some Friday nights, some Saturday nights, come back to me Sunday and go to school.
It's crazy because I remember you telling me how his mom told you how like all your other baby moms, she thought you was knocking them down.
Oh yeah, she actually thought that like I was jumping on top of my daughter mom and my oldest son mom because our relationship was so dope. But then once our relationship ended and me and her got the same thing going on, like she get it. So she seen my oldest son mom in the supermarket, and she actually apologized to her for something that she's never actually accused her of, but she apologized to her. And now they got a relationship where they can call and they talk to each other. Like my oldest son mom, she's like a nurse, full-time nurse. You know what I mean? She's an RN, but she also does real estate on the side.
She ain't like a nurse.
She's been a nurse for a long time. So she make a bunch of money too, right? But like now they great. They got a great relationship because she seen like it's like the way I always looked at it is like we got a real friendship, but I'm also there for you if you need me because if you good, you gonna make sure my son good. So we got that common thing. We got my son. You know what I mean? So, and I got that going on with my daughter, mom. I got that. She's married too. And I got that going on with my son, mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like all my kids, I ain't with none of my kids' moms. So I got it going on with all three of them. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And it don't really matter. Like I just helped her turn one of her cribs into like a duplex.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then my homies, they extend themselves to her too. You feel what I'm saying? But she be there for me too. Like, I was at my time of need. One time I called her, dropped 12 grand on me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just what it is. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I ain't got to clear that with nobody and not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but our relationship's so dope that I ain't got to call and whisper to her. Like she can call me and I can pick it up on the speakerphone around anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just pretty much how it is. But yeah.
That's what a lot of people got to realize. Like sometimes we be catering to people insecurities.
Yeah.
A lot of men cater to like they might be with a woman and she might be insecure about the relationship you got with this person, and we'll cater and what we fail to realize though in catering to their insecurities, it really looks like we're doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We find ourselves not being able to just talk freely. We find ourselves having secret call, like we hiding. But realistically, y'all ain't even.
But if you got somebody and you with them and shit like that,
gonna be like that.
Sometimes, but if you got somebody that you with that somebody, right? You really want to bring them up to where you at instead of you coming down to where they at with it, because like in the long run, it might come back to bite you. It might come back to revisit you. You know what I mean? Because you might be in a situation where you're not even with that person no more and shit like that, and she don't really understand it because you ain't really give her the game while y'all was together. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like I was fortunate in that manner because even though,
no doubt. I mean, these women, they just got a tendency to feel that way. And however the conversation is going, even if you're just having a regular conversation with your children's mother, they just have that type of jealousy about them, right? Mm-hmm. And because ultimately they're looking at us in a light that they don't want nobody else to see, right? Mm-hmm. And ultimately, when you're having a great conversation, great relationships mean that you still doing you, and they're unrealistic mind. And no matter what we say, even if they don't bring it up or tell you that, most of the times that's just how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And it takes them to be on the outside, not inside looking out, from the outside looking in and saying, okay, now I get it. What I mean? Now she's on the outside now. Right. And now she get it because you have the same type of relationship. But it's all about the person.
It's all about, it's definitely about the person first. But sometimes you can teach an old dog new tricks. You feel what I'm saying too? You know what I mean? So all about the person. Like my oldest son mom also, like, her getting in a relationship with different dudes and stuff like that. Like at one point, she was like, dealing with somebody who never really seen a man interact with their kid. And she like, no, like basically she had to explain to him like, that's kind of like a package deal like me. Like, nah, I deal with my son. But I don't got no problem with the dude too. You know, like I'm gonna come and meet a dude because I ain't trying to jump on no woman. Like I ain't trying to revisit a woman, especially when I got no kids by, because you revisit them, they start minding your business. You feel what I'm saying? Like they's never minded my business and none of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So like she had to tell the dude, like, bro, you ain't really got to be insecure. If you real insecure, this ain't really gonna work out because you know I'm coming to get my son, especially when he was younger. I'm coming to get him. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking to him and all whatever need to be done. Like bike need to be fixed. I'm gonna stop by and I'm gonna fix that bike. All that.
Insecure, man.
Men.
Yeah, a lot of
insecure
men.
men.
Insecure men.
Crazy.
Like, the women. A lot of times, as long as we stand up and be who we are and put it on the table and be consistent with that, the women gonna follow the play. They gonna wind up, you know what I mean, getting it. Like, all right, cool. This is what it is. All right, cool.
Stay consistent.
We gotta stay consistent. But when you show a side that when I say cheating, I ain't talking about like I'm saying you cheating the principles, the structure. When you cheating the structure and cheating the consistency, it's like, now I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This shit look funny now. Now, you know what I mean? This a red flag. You ain't consistent no more. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you show that consistency and be who you are, they're gonna buy into it. You know what I mean? And that's for me. I try to always be consistent. That's why I try not to lie, even if they can't swallow the pill that I'm giving. Yeah, I try not to lie because at the end of the day, it's like, man, this who I am. This, you know what I mean? You fucking with it or not? You know what I'm saying?
That's how I am. I ain't really doing. If I'm in a relationship, I ain't really doing a whole bunch of lying because I ain't got that type of memory. Like I'm not gonna tell a broad that. I'm not going to deal with a broad and tell her I'm at my mom's house. You know what I mean? If I ain't at my mom's house, because some things ain't for a broad. Like if I'm somewhere else and it ain't really none of her business, I'm going to let her know, like, oh, no, I was just taking care of something. Like, you got to understand, like, I'm a man and everything ain't going to be your business. It's like if me and you like, damn, Reem, I want to talk to you about something, and it's your personal business and stuff like that. Like, I'm not going to share that with a woman just to make her feel good. Like, no, my man entrusted me with something, and at the end of the day, it's like, I ain't got to explain it to you. Like, you should have enough respect for me that I ain't like I'm not gonna give you his business so you can feel like I wasn't out doing something. Right. Like you just gotta if you can't really respect that, I don't really want to be around a woman that can't respect me like that, that understand like she gotta have everything. Like imagine, like, you know, some of the women, they want to pick up your phone and they want to be like, why can't I go through your phone? And it's like, yeah, I got a daughter that's grown. I got a son that's grown. Imagine they sharing something with me about their health or some humiliating shit, right? And you picking it up, you looking at it like it's just a phone. It's like a diary now. This ain't the phone that our parents had where you just seeing a number and you got to speculate what it is. She might be like, Dad, I slept with the wrong person. I got something and it ain't for me to share. I'm telling you because you dad. Now imagine if you got a woman that's jealous and she picked it up and she got that looking, just trying to see was you jumping on top of something. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, no, she done violated you the heaviest just because she was jealous.
It's
you know
crazy.
I know somebody that's going through that right now.
It's crazy you say that.
That's why women gotta know, like, no, you can't do that. You gotta have trust in me and in our relationship. Right. Like if I'm lacking somewhere, just let me know where I'm lacking. Like, babe, well, you ain't sleeping with me enough. Or we ain't going out on dates no more and stuff like that. Like, but you just investigating a nigga and researching him and all that stuff. Like that's the type of shit you do with a nigga when you don't want him no more. Right. You know what I mean? Like you don't do that to a nigga that you love. You do shit to build a relationship with a nigga you love.
Somebody going through that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't married. His baby mom went through his phone and went through his Instagram account. Yeah. And seen that he was
she probably got something going on.
He was DMing. She said his DMs, too much for her. Yeah. Put him out, change the locks.
Put him out?
Put him out.
Damn, why is these guys always living with these women?
Put him out. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know this.
She put him out.
If he was paying the mortgage or the rent or whatever, obviously if she put him out, then everything in her name.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she put him out and changed the she actually changed his Instagram account and everything.
Damn.
Shut all his gram down. Hated on him like that. Told him she can't deal with him no more. Put him out.
He probably still trying to get with her.
That's a situation where
she really freed him up. He
fool. What'd you say? He still what?
He probably still trying to get back with her.
He a fool.
Yeah.
He definitely a fool.
He a
Because
damn fool.
Guess what? See, a lot of times, that's an example. That's an emotional example of how a woman throw it all away, right? Because for real, let's say, let's like two scenarios, right, Beast? Imagine, right, like he got 1 foot in the game, 1 foot out the game, or imagine that somebody was like peeping his style, and that was the only way of reaching out. I tried to reach out to a lawyer through the gram yesterday. Then I ended up calling Bus for his information, and Bus got his cell phone and sent me the lawyer boy's cell phone. Right. So imagine if a dude reaching out and I'm just trying to reach out to the lawyer and get his information because the shit I got ain't good no more. And that's going to bring, and I'm sending 2 clients to him. So that's going to bring money to his pocket and ultimately bringing money in the house. Now, the domino effect is he lost because the broad got emotional about something that she saw and she threw it all away. Now, imagine when I go to talk to him, he tell me, yeah, man, oh, my woman, she threw all my stuff away. Now I'm like, do I want to, like, what type of man is this that, like, he don't even have respect of his wife? You feel what I'm saying? Do I really want to put my son and a nigga that's so close to me like a brother business in the hand of a nigga that don't even have the respect of his wife? You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I think I'm going to go with this one of these white boy lawyers or one of these, you know what I mean? Somebody else. Because that's how it be. On the street side of things, too. Imagine chick grab your phone like nigga calling is the line. He calling and he can't get in contact with a bull because the chick got crazy. He got to be like, damn, do I want to put my shit in this nigga hand? You know what I mean? Like, he don't even got the respect of his own house. He ain't running his house. You feel what I'm saying? So
I want to do business?
Yeah.
I feel like I always say, man, we teach people how to treat us.
Yeah.
By being inconsistent. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know,
but you could lose a lot. And that's like, and normally dudes that don't follow women normally don't have them type of problems. The dude where the woman is really leading the household, he usually getting them type of problems because when the man leading the household, she really understand like certain shit, like is like she understand not to go in your personal shit. You feel what I'm saying? And out of respect, you feel what I'm saying? Like if she wouldn't want you to go through herself, like I'm sure you ain't running around your crib searching your wife's stuff. I ain't even got to ask these one of you guys. I know. Going nowhere now. Yeah, because it ain't none of my business what she got going on. I ain't going there. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, see, but bro, sometimes, but
my wife go out. My wife go out. I don't even.
But dig, beast.
I don't bother. But when she outside the house, she tell me what she got going on. After she do that, the contract is sealed. Go ahead, do what you want to do. I ain't calling you or none of that.
But Dick, when you do got the type of woman and she don't know that, because some women don't understand that, and you fuck with her like that, you train her, you teach her like, no, I wouldn't do this to you because that'll be me violating you, just like you wouldn't do it to me because it'd be you violating my personal stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, imagine chick pick up my phone and my mother in there saying how she don't like her. My mom ain't gotta like you. You here for me. You know what I'm saying? No, so you know what I mean?
That was the perfect way to say
it. But now you got that, and now when you see mom dudes, you ain't even inviting her to stuff out of respect. Like, bro, paying the bills at the crib. You feel what I'm saying? Like, invite mom Dukes and let her say she don't want to come. And even if she don't like you, she's still speaking to you. She's being cordial. She told none of your business. So that's what I'm saying. So that respect thing is big when it comes from the woman. And you're gonna respect your woman. You're gonna want your woman to respect you. You're gonna respect her privacy, and you're gonna want her to respect your privacy.
Let me ask you this,
that's
though.
kid behavior.
No,
absolutely. But
you talk about respect though,
right?
How you feel about women that let their grown kids live in the crib with them and violate their privacy?
Well, I mean, that's two things, right? I don't really have a problem with a woman, like the grown kids living there, but they got to know their place. Like, you got to know, like, if you living in somebody's crib, it's rules. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to follow the rules. You know what I mean? That rule might be curfew. That rule is going to be respect. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a man in the house, you're going to respect everybody in the house. The kid, you're going to respect everybody's place. And guess what your job going to be? Your number one job going to be getting independent so you can get out. Now, I think if a child violate that, I think the child need to be like getting on his skates. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it got to be you got to reprimand them some kind of way. That way they don't get violated again. You don't breach that contract.
Even with the rules,
if you don't violate them, I mean, if you don't reprimand them when they do stuff, it's really no reason.
Consequences.
It's no consequence. Exactly. It's no consequences. So they gonna do whatever they want to do.
So
you know what I'm saying? So it got to be consequences.
So a kid will be like, I'm grown. And we don't never gotta throw out, well, if you grown, go get your own shit. We ain't gotta say that part. But we do gotta say, since you grown, do you think that it's okay for me to be paying these bills and you to be having company 3 and 4 in the morning while I'm trying to sleep and get ready for work. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No, I understand exactly.
like so it's like, no, that ain't cool to do. But you saying you grown and you think that's cool to do.
You know what's so crazy? And you know, in my years of being a parent, one of the things that I clearly understand with parents is they don't like that confrontation with their kid.
For sure.
Like, you gotta whoop my ass. Like, sometimes it get to that point. Like, some of these kids are super out of control where they're willing to go to blows with their parent.
Right.
And some parents ain't trying to go there.
Yeah,
and they be letting them run all over them. Like, you got
I'm gonna say this though.
You got to whoop my ass.
I'm gonna say this, and
I'm
gonna add this in for a citizen. I'm gonna add this in from a citizen standpoint, right? And I'm gonna say from a woman's standpoint, right? Like, if you don't have the respected brother, or you got to be mindful when it's the boyfriend or the husband too, though, because you got to realize some of these kids ain't gonna respect the boyfriend, the mother's husband, and stuff like that. Like, he might be like let's say, like, if a dude don't know y'all background and and I'm looking at both y'all business owners and shit like that, and he might not believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he might not believe you. You need more people, like Jay-Z say. So he don't understand, like, you the type of dude that might put your hands on him. Or you just might be the type of boy that might really get busy. Like, whatever level that you got to meet him at, he might not understand that you willing to meet him at that level, right? So sometimes it'll be unwise for the woman to call you to that situation. Sometimes, and she might not have a family member, sometimes that might be the situation that she might got to address with the law, like really saving her child, saving the relationship, because they might turn into one of, sometimes the situations turn into situations where dudes might kill each other. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm intervene on that. I'm gonna say from a standpoint of having wisdom, even for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Woman got to understand the man she's dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, right away. You know what I mean? You got to understand.
Oh yeah, I ain't calling
that
him.
this boy. Now my son is a liability to this boy, to this man, because I know how he rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my son ain't got no instructions.
Yeah.
So for them two to meet, it has to be on a coming and going basis.
Yeah.
Because I do need him to know exactly who he is.
That coming and going.
Got to be coming and going. I can't really have him in a space where they might bump heads.
Yeah.
Because I don't want nothing to happen to my child.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I don't need nothing to happen in my company.
Yeah, because sometimes
they could go both ways. You know,
because
what I'm
sometimes
saying? Woman got to understand the man.
And sometimes, exactly, because sometimes, and the woman, most times they do understand the child. Because sometimes the woman understand, like, no, your child might like raise to the challenge of the man, but understand your child ain't built for that. Like, you understand how serious the nigga is. Like, the man might be that.
That's the point of understanding. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it ain't like, as a parent, you know, most women, you know, they want to bring men into the house, and they got a kid who's erratic, and that's that. No matter, even if you don't know, you know, what the man is capable of doing outside the house. If he's that secretive, he's such a gentleman.
Yeah.
Right. But you can't put it past him.
For sure.
So if you just looking to just, you know, and enjoy yourself, it's all right to step out. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to step out, man. It ain't that deep. If you can't come to my house, the hotel's $39, man.
Right. Hey, let me ask you this though. Let's
don't get
spark,
that ass wet in the
let's spark it up though.
So you can scream.
Let's
holler.
Spark it up though. What if the kid? What if you got a grown man in the crib and he hears his mom getting her ass bust?
So with me, I grew up with stepfathers and all that. Not this, you know what I mean? And I was one of them erratic kids. First and foremost, like, I ain't gonna dig mom for that. Like, mom, you in there hoping and hollering, this boy in there busting your ass.
But imagine if you grown though. You grown. Like, you
I ain't no
kid.
kid.
Like,
I'm
grown.
Mom, I'm entitled.
Right.
I ain't get out mom crib until, mom actually left a house for me. So I ain't get out of mom crib until I was super grown.
Right.
So I ain't really, and me and mom, I don't know, me and my mom relationship was a little bit like super tight.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I ain't really digging you screaming and howling upstairs like that, mom.
But mom wouldn't do that.
No.
See what I'm saying?
Mom wouldn't do that.
No, I'm saying we talking over here.
Right.
Like we talking, you gotta put yourself in the shoes.
Marcella wouldn't do that at all.
You gotta put yourself in your shoes and understand that your relationship with your mom or your grandma.
Knowing that we downstairs.
Mom, come on.
She got enough respect for.
And I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm really at the job, turkey. Cause I feel like you really grab him, you probably up there pulling the back head. Like you doing the most shit, you nut ass nigga. I'll be
Yeah.
You gonna have to beat me up. I have to shoot you, whatever the fuck you gonna do. You have to kill me about this shit. No, seriously. You out there acting crazy. Yeah. You up there making pointers with mom negative.
But now,
mom got
but
now.
But
I ain't gonna lie though.
But then be now the son
never heard
that
about
shit though.
sex?
But now the
most of the time they do
shit.
be on that.
No, I'm saying no. The son is on nut shit. Like he the type of motherfucker that ain't really shouldn't be there because he on so much nut shit. Now, damn, one of Joe's mom could really come out the room like, yeah, nigga, you should be getting the fuck up out of here anyway.
No, I get that part too. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day,
give him some act right.
Just address that though.
Let him get his mom get her ass busted.
Just address that though. Like if your son nutty and he all that you say is, just address that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
some of these niggas is unaddressable though, man.
Hey,
listen, some of these niggas is unaddressable.
Talked about that. Some kids, parents don't want to confront their kid because they unaddressable.
They unaddressable. Damn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if it's really that bad, how long you been living there? You been there 5-10 years? You doing all right? Nigga, come home to an empty house.
Empty crib. I'm moving.
Right.
I
ain't letting you know.
I didn't come home. Only thing in there is the shit that he like. Right. Your bed and all that shit still in the basement. Right. You gotta take care of this house.
I got a homie
I'm gone.
Who his mother just had like Alzheimer's. He kept going over there getting her car. She kept telling him to go in there and get that money out of that Mac machine. Dad taking care of it. Dad like live right around the corner from where we at right now. Dad say, look. Man, chill out. Like, stop doing it to mom. You know what I mean? All right, you got to get out. He wouldn't leave. Like, he act like he want to rumble the dad and everything, right? You know what the dad did? Sold the whole house. He don't even know where the dad live at now.
Right.
So
I
sold the whole
right now. Do that with a female.
He sold the whole crib.
Sold the whole crib.
Listen, I'm living in a condo with a chick. She called the law on me. Man, domestic situation. Super live. Got out. Ain't nothing, boo. Yeah, she actually, I told her where the bread was at. Come bail me out. She got me out, boo boo. That night we had a great conversation that she thought was all in my mind that I was getting out the next day. I left her in that joint, bro. I called the moving company 9 o'clock in the morning. I sent her to work. Because sometimes you just gotta know how to move out here. Even if it's dealing with your child, if you don't want to get that confrontation. I'm a confrontational father. So I don't mind going that route. But some people not like that. You know what I mean? But
that's like
to avoid you getting ran over and over and over by your kid. That shit shit's stressful.
I mean, guess what I'm gonna do? If my kid getting crazy, like, no. I ain't fucking with you. You gonna get the fuck out of my house, and I ain't fucking with you.
But you confrontational dad.
Yeah. And whatever.
Some kids, some boys can't beat they. Some pops out here super out of shape. Can't they sound super athletic.
Like if I was in a wheelchair, like I might have my situation on me, right? But the whole thing is I'm gonna break the relationship. I'm going because it's like right at this moment I'm bringing more to the table than you. You know what I'm saying? Like I buy my kids. They cars, they first cars, all that shit. So I ain't gonna tolerate none of the disrespect. So when that disrespect shit, y'all out of here.
Because you're a different type of father, bro. Some parents ain't like that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And they love their kids that much. Like, I really can't see you on the street. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you gonna be
like, how?
How?
And your kid is super defiant.
Yeah. And these kids are saying anything these days, man. They saying and they doing anything. Like my kids say the wrong thing to me. Like I don't even beat my kids. I remember my son said something to me one time, right? And he was a kid. Like this when he was taking a shahada. When he taking a shahada, I don't even beat him. But the shit he said, it was so fast. Bro, I brought a tear to my eye when I slapped me so hard. Bow! And it was like a reflex. And Chip brought a tear to my eye. I slapped you so hard. But it's like, man, y'all tripping. I ain't tolerating none of that. Like, especially when you ain't going through no guilt. Like, I ain't going through no guilt.
I ain't going through no guilt.
Going through no guilt.
Kids. Yeah,
I ain't going.
And this ain't about no bread. This ain't about no money. About none of that stuff.
I'm around.
Like it ain't got nothing to do with. Like I'm there with information for you. I've been there with information for you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, motherfucker told my mom one time, yeah, when he get older, he gonna resign it. Yeah, that's on him. That's his problem, man. My motherfucker. Yeah. That ain't our problem. We available. We around. You know what I mean? You know, a child only gonna like these women weaponize these kids. They only gonna resent me off of what you got him believing, not the truth.
Yeah, a lot of them when they get older, when they realize all this shit, like you know what I'm saying, like dudes, like I couldn't pick up the phone and dial my dad when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be 47 next month. Like what I'm gonna pick up the phone and dial him about? You feel what I'm saying? I ain't want no money. You feel what I'm saying? Like it ain't like I didn't need no money and no shit like that as a kid. My mom took care of everything. Then we had the village. Like I had the aunt that might buy you a shirt and a pair of jeans and stuff like that. So it wasn't no money situation. So dudes my age would have appreciated like phone calls and stuff like that. But fortunately, like I had a good stepfather. You know what I'm saying? I had a good stepdad that my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this though. Since you brought that up, you know what I mean? When you talk about step pops, right? You had a good step pop. Did you realize he was a good step pop when he was alive or when he was dead?
I realized when he was alive because he didn't die till my adulthood. You feel what I'm saying? But I realized that he was a good stepdad when he was alive, like with my real father, right? Let's say like Christmas time would come when I was a kid. My, dad called, yo, what you want for Christmas? Now, red flag, he was Muslim too. Like, what you want for Christmas? All right, cool. So I'm ready telling you.
You knew that was a red flag back then?
No, I ain't know. I didn't realize it was a red flag till I got older.
Right.
But I'm ready to tell this motherfucker what I really want for Christmas. My mom in my ear, tell him you want a pack of socks. Mom always tried to make everything dope. Tell him I want a pack of socks. All right, I don't want no fucking socks. All right, I want a pack of socks. Yo, you think you got the socks? Fuck no.
But listen, Mom was out of pocket for being in your ear about that, even though she meant well.
Yeah, she meant well.
But she was out of pocket for
because
that.
I would have
noticed. Women problem.
See, if my mom didn't do that,
ear whispering something.
Yo, that was when I was a kid. That was around first grade. It took me all the way till high school age to realize that my dad was like a deadbeat, that he wasn't really moving how he was supposed to move. Because, you know what I mean? Like I had my mom, he come home from jail. Oh, your dad home. Y'all want to go see your dad? Like, all right. So Brad, my stepmom.
Your pop was in jail?
But yeah.
Damn, man.
So off and on throughout he's a vicious big nigga.
Can I throw a little monkey wrench in this?
Go ahead.
You know what's so crazy? Your dad was just your dad. And the reason why I say that is your dad, the level of who he was, your mom had to know that.
Yeah, no.
Listen to me. Because he probably wasn't going to be anything different than who he was when he slept with your mom. Not like that, but just for him to be your father was enough.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you hear it now, right?
Yeah.
So your mom already knew. That's probably why she said, tell him to get the socks.
She knew.
Because he knew he wasn't going to be able to make that happen for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what we don't understand is, no, we start saying stuff like my dad a deadbeat. No, your dad was a deadbeat when he had you.
But no, listen.
Listen.
How you feel about his mom and dad relationship?
No, listen, but dig this though, Beast. So no, he the type of nigga when you see him, he gonna have new cars, rollies on and all that shit. You know, he used to take money and do all types of shit, right? When he was young. So he always has him. So when I see him, like, I see he look good. Like I loved walking around with him because my dad, he gonna come out with a pair of the Guess jeans set on. He gonna have rollie on and all that shit when I was a kid, right? But you think he gave a nigga something? No, like you might get something, the closest get to Moses, so you might get something while you right there, like, you know what I mean? But now, on a stepdad tip, how about this? As a kid, like my mom, wintertime come around, my mom bought us some boots, they brown with red strings and shit like that, right? So, step pop, he take me and my brother. Now, we all got, it's three of us. We got the same mom, same dad. He never did nothing for none of us, right?
Right.
So step pop go get me and my bro some Timbs. And he tell my mom, when mom get off work, listen, don't ever get them Jones no more. You know what I mean? Like, get them the Timberlands. Like, but he worked in Timbs and stuff like that. He talking about from a standpoint of these are good boots. He wasn't even saying on no fashionable shit. He was just saying like on something like, oh, these are Timberlands. They make sure you buy him this. Now he was already with us for years. You know, he been around since I'm the youngest. He been around He been around us for like 3. So I'm probably like 3 or 4. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I'm the baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? My brother 3 years older than me. My brother 50.
Hey, let me ask you this, though. Would you tell me what you realized your pop was doing with your mom, how she kept getting pregnant?
What you mean? I mean, I don't remember. But
when you told me you was like, they used to just get together every time he used to come home or some shit.
Oh, that's probably what it was, because she got 3 kids by him over the years. He always was in jail, off and on. Like, you know what I mean?
Your mom. So it's a combination of what he's saying.
So now she chose. No, my mom chose that. No, she definitely chose that.
Not even that. She liked it when she liked it.
Right.
Yeah. And whatever came out of it, came out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
So your father is who he was when he had you.
Yeah.
That's like a woman. I'm gonna speak for me. That's like if a woman chose me for whatever she chose me for, and a kid came out of that. And I showed her one side. You know what I mean? I continue to show her one side.
Yeah.
You can't expect nothing from me.
Outside of that.
Outside of who I showed you I was, no matter if we had 10 kids, I am who I am. You know what I mean? And I might just like to keep me fresh. You know what I'm saying? And I had a bunch of kids from out the wedlock with you who really we ain't had a conversation to have them.
No, right there.
Oh, shit.
Right.
So now you expect me to give up my brick to change who the fuck I am because you had some kids out there pussy because we was having fun.
Right.
Ultimately, it all comes down to understanding that can happen, even for the man, you know, not wearing a condom, all that stuff. You know, it's so many sides to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And the way we look at it is, we look at it as which we hearing the most, which means it's the right side.
Right.
Oh, the dad, the deadbeat.
Yeah. Right. See, me now. I don't look at it because I'm a man. So you know what I mean. I got to be around. You know, I've been around my dad off.
They program us to think a certain way.
So my mom always tried to save his reputation with me. She always tried to, you know what I mean. So she got a daughter which is older than me. My sister's 2 years older than me. She don't speak to my dad. Right. Like she's bitter. Right. Like I see him. So my thing is when I see him, like I'm always smooth. You know, I see him. I'm driving a coupe. I'm all types of shit when I see him. And he like, damn, yeah, my son flies shit. Like, you know, my son handsome. That's all. He got 2 lines. Oh, man, my son is handsome. Oh, man, my son got this, that, and the other. And then he be like, hey, son, meet your new stepmom. That's his other joy. And always be a young girl. Y'all be standing my age. You know what I'm saying?
Young tenderoni.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that was a joke. You know what I mean?
To the next.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
2
years. You know what I mean?
That's how that shit was. But you know, like nigga like me, I ain't bitter. Like, but the crazy part is from childhood, we always called him by his first name. You feel what I'm saying? Like since we was kids, we always called him by his first name. Call him. You know what I mean?
He was going for that.
Mm-hmm.
He cared, probably.
As an older, he said, as an older, I seen him.
Life wasn't structured around caring about what his kids.
Hey, dig this, right? I see him as an adult, right? Imagine. So this what I told you. This was last summer. I see the nigga at the Home Depot. The nigga like, you know, the nigga like first he like, yeah, son, I'm working. You know what I mean? Joe, he up there, he busted the move. He's still stealing shit, I guess, right? So he like, you know, but on some shit like, yeah, nah, I don't know how to be a dad. Like, bro, you think a nigga looking for a dad? Nigga, I'm practically 50.
Right.
My motherfucker, I got 2 grown kids.
You know what's so crazy? When we start digging in certain people's backgrounds too, you just never know how he was raised. You know what I'm saying? And where he came from, the environment, stuff like that.
No, that nigga
it'd be deep.
Man, that nigga was raised mom and dad. Like, you know what I mean?
But they be so spoiled that he probably can't get past.
I'm not saying that he wasn't had a mom.
Even with him being,
he might have been super, like Bert said, he might have been a
spoiled boy that he can't
get off himself.
He can't get off himself to get on you. For you to be the I know a lot of niggas like that.
I know a lot of boys like that. That was
super spoiled.
Yep.
And you be like, damn, you had your mom, you had your dad.
You don't do nothing for your kid.
Right, I'm super spoiled. I can't, like, I ain't.
See past themselves.
Look, I got this in my pocket. I ain't nothing for you because this is my last load.
And they be having their life savings on them.
Yeah.
Jokers ain't never been sharers unless it was connected to, like a, what we call it, a hidden agenda. So they'll share. So they'll make you think they'll make you think that they damn, you share with your friends. No, he share with me because he know that next week you're gonna be broke for 3 months,
yeah,
and I'm gonna have
yeah.
to carry.
Game.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason he shared with me.
Yeah.
He don't share because he
That's
just.
how these niggas.
You know
That's
what
how these niggas walk around the streets. Is
right. That's the
Niggas
point
walk
I'm
around,
making.
yeah,
Right.
yep.
Like a joker look out and be like, damn, I looked out. Woo. I'll be no.
Uh-huh. You
know
nigga,
why you
be
did
the
that.
nigga around the end. You got everything. This nigga, you the only nigga he shared with. Yeah,
Right, because
you
you
got
know, because
everything.
you're right.
You know what?
Right.
It's always the opinion of somebody else. Like you in your mind and in my mind, we all got our own minds. We might be thinking we're the dopest father.
Right. For sure.
But somebody got another opinion.
Right,
You know what I
somebody
mean?
got
We
an
might
opinion,
think we
right.
was raised right. We got all the good qualities. We make sure our kids great. Ooh, somebody always got another opinion
For
about
sure.
how you being a parent.
How you doing something?
How
right.
you doing
Yeah.
something. So, you know what I mean?
And
Whatever
I
you can
realized
tell
that. I realized that. Like I don't like me personally. I don't use the word deadbeat. Like because I realized I got to this point in my life, and I realized that women tell a story that they create. You know what I mean? They create a story and they feed the people, but they ain't telling that. They ain't telling that. That they said, damn, I want to take my own daughter to Nordstrom for her birthday, and then you be like, well, I don't got Nordstrom money, but I got Berlin Coat Factory money. Oh, you a deadbeat. You know what I mean? They say stuff like that. And it's like, no, I'm a deadbeat. I tell you I got Berlin Coat Factory money. Now I mean, it's only for me to, I gotta provide a certain, you want to spend your money in Nordstrom. You want to waste your money in Nordstrom. I don't. I want to dress my child like a child. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dress them like a mannequin up at the mall. You know what I'm saying? And like they put these labels on these fathers that's been around. You know what I mean? Okay, he may not been around the way you needed him to be,
right.
but he's around. He's
Yeah,
available.
around.
Because I know motherfuckers that don't got their dad phone number, that don't know where their dad live at.
Yeah.
They don't even know what their dad look like.
Yeah.
But guess what? This motherfucker, if his kid see him in the mall, his kid gonna run up to him, Daddy.
Know it.
Or if his kid really need him, she gonna know what door to knock on.
Right.
Or she gonna know what call to make. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now that's when a motherfucker just ain't around, period. Then you can, but if a motherfucker around and you and that person just ain't getting along, y'all ain't seeing eye to eye on how parents should be, then that don't make them a deadbeat because y'all ain't seeing eye to eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this
The women tell tell their stories.
It's
boy.
definitely both ways, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, man, especially for the women out there, man, if you ain't planned it, you need to humble yourself, man. You don't know who you gave that pussy to, man.
You don't know.
And
Damn,
the nigga
you
might
don't know
be
who
a
you gave that
fucking-
box
yeah,
to.
you
A
gave that
cold
shit up.
noodle.
Now you want the nigga
lot
to
of
be
these
who you
bitches-
think.
But look, I know a girl right now. Look, I
A lot
know
of these bitches giving this
No.
bitch cold noodles.
No,
Niggas
listen.
mad as shit when
I
they
know a
got-
girl right now,
he
bro.
gotta get a belt back to the
Look,
nigga he borrowed.
I know
it
they're
from,
gonna
nigga,
be mad at me
good.
about this one, but I'm gonna give it up. I know a chick right now, right? She took and she had a dude, she had a chum and working chum, and he was, he was everything. He loved the kid. The kid dad died. You know what I mean? He loved her son. Boom. Even down to the point he ain't had no kids. He was putting the kid had something coming if he checked.
Yeah.
While they was together. The kid, he was down on that will. If he checked in the midst of, damn, I love you, kid, boom, I ain't got no kids. He got something coming if I ain't, I ain't around.
That's love.
She wrote, she meet another chum, he got good hair, you know what I mean? Big beard, good hair. You know what I'm saying? She lead a boy. Go fuck with this chum. Cold bum. You hear me? I'm talking about cold bum to the core, right? But guess what? She get a nigga a couple kids. Nigga turned out to be a federal informant. Now she on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Now your kids can't even rock and roll with this cat. You left your secure situation, and she came back around and told the boy, "Damn, I fucked up. I fucked up." She tried to double back and say, "I fucked up," but now the boy like this, so I'm cool. You left a secure situation, motherfucker cared about you. All right, he might ain't had a style. You might have met somebody with a little different style that you liked. All right, cool. But this nigga was stable. He was in the dope.
A lot of these brothers,
You know what I'm
Disney,
saying?
man.
Yeah,
They got the gold dust in their eyes. What do you call it? They got gold dust in their eyes.
Stardust.
These bros be having stardust in their eyes, man. They'll see sometimes they'll see a nigga and a nigga be like a regular, like working stiff dude, but he doing smooth.
And don't
Like just because you working don't mean you doing bad. Like I know dudes that got regular
Man,
jobs that
working
got
is it.
great.
bean and it got
No,
I'm
doing
talking
great.
about
Nice house, $100,000 in the account,
Paid
nice
off.
car, shit like
no
that.
nice house paid off
And a broad to be looking at a dude that she think in the streets and it be like, damn man, I hope
because
this
he
boy-
got a lot of glitter on.
and a nigga like me sitting home like, man, I hope this boy don't scratch my belt.
Right.
He be talking about, no, I'm letting him keep the sneakers because I ain't wearing them sneakers out of nobody.
I know some
Yeah.
jokers.
Hey,
I know some jokers that work, man. That's well off.
Keep them sneakers because I ain't wearing them Jones after he done had them Jones on his feet.
Yeah.
And she don't know it's a nigga sitting in another crib saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
These
some.
girls be
I
airheads,
know some
man.
people that work that's well off.
That's why when they get done
Nah,
dirty
man.
the way they be getting done dirty.
Yeah, they got that
I be
structure,
laughing at
and
them.
they got
Yeah.
some money coming in.
Right,
If
for
it's
sure.
weekly, bi-weekly, or weekly.
Yeah,
That's coming in
and they making it,
consistently,
and they making it
the
work.
right decision.
Yeah,
They
they making the right decisions
with their
right.
money.
Like
The
I
red flag is a joker that don't got nothing coming.
Right.
But-
You know what I mean?
But could give you a wet ass.
a
man.
couple bucks coming in, like a couple bucks and some good credit, bro. That's the end all be
That's-
all. Like a lot of times, like bro,
Yeah,
because
you could turn
I'm
your life
sure-
around.
That's why, you know what's so crazy that we talking like this? The stable person in America is a woman.
yeah.
Why? Because they normally got a job. So there's a lot of men out here that's womanizing women because they stable. They got a house. They working there. You know what I mean? They get paid bi-weekly, and you know they got something like shelter for a man. Most men that don't got nowhere to stay normally got abroad.
Because
You know what I
it's
mean?
collectively, right? Like I'm sure collectively, the dudes sitting here on this stage right here, like we probably see something crazy collectively
Oh, ain't no
in
doubt.
cash, right? But you probably got to do a bunch of dudes right now that just have good credit situation that may be way far gone. You feel what I'm
Oh,
saying?
no,
And
yeah.
That's off a good-
but
that's
it's
off-
still never touch the type
No,
of
it's
bread that
level.
we may have touched. You
No,
feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no,
And
it's
it's just be
level.
like,
Yeah.
that's
Because now
structure.
it's what you gonna do with it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't sit on it too long. You know, I was talking to somebody in the gym today, and you know, one of my guys, and he was talking about actually running the course alone for Bean too. It was $100,000. He was like, "Damn, what should be my next move?" I said, "Don't sit on it too long.
Yeah, because that ain't no money.
You
They
better do
work.
something with it. You better have a plan.
Yeah, you
Without
gotta
no
have
plan,
there ain't no money when you ain't got no plan. It's
that
money
ain't
when you
no
got a
pl-
plan.
You got a plan.
It's
You
You
money.
can make something work.
Yeah,
Right.
You can
you
make
gotta
something
be
work.
passionate.
You gotta be ready to
There ain't no
invest
money
that
when it
money.
ain't no plan,
If you ain't
though.
investing that money,
Mhm.
oh, you can forget about
Yeah,
it.
if you
You can
planless,
sit on it if you want. Keep looking right to left. That you gonna look up right to
Yeah.
left. We had 86,000.
That
You
shit
look
be
right to left.
man, shit.
Yeah, we had 70 grand left and
if
right.
you ain't got no plan, it ain't no
You gotta
paper.
plan that shit,
You gotta have
man.
a plan,
Mhm.
man. You know what I mean, with that paper. But it's, you know what I mean, we be shooting the shit. Good shooting the shit talk.
Man, I appreciate the invite, man.
Every
Yeah, you was willy nilly.
every
I like to
Listen,
talk about you. Was
Hey,
high.
listen, I
You
always
was-
admire this joint
you
from the
was-
other side of the other side of the
Every-
TV.
every-
I'm actually
every
here
day
now.
everyday
Table of
barbershop
consequence,
talk.
man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyday talk, man. You know what I'm saying? What we doing, bro?
Man, welcome to another table of consequence. Let's get it.